Too much base for one day? Too much base for one day? It's only a little bit, huh? Dang. Well, my back's almost out. Alright guys, welcome back to this build series. This is Tim Odell with Odell Complete Concrete, and this is part 4 and the final part to this build series. And in this part we're going to be focusing on the complete paver patio installation process. Most likely in part 1 you guys have already seen all this demolition, but I did want to just show you, if you haven't seen, what we were working with from the beginning, and you're going to basically see how this entire backyard was completely transformed. As you can tell, this backyard was pretty disastrous, had a lot of concrete in this backyard, all different makeshift levels, bunch of trees right in the middle of the walkways and pathways of this backyard, and we ended up just taking everything out and starting fresh. You will also actually see at the very end as well the patio cover that got installed. We didn't get a whole lot of footage of the patio cover getting installed, but you will see the final results of how it looked once it was installed. And I would definitely recommend, if you haven't seen part 1, 2, and 3, I would go back, watch those videos so you understand the challenges and processes that it took to get to where we're at in this current video of this series. Because this side yard was about almost a foot higher than the bottom of the seal plate on this house. So this side yard was getting a lot of flooding damage. So we ended up taking out about 6 inches of concrete and a foot of dirt to get this down to the right grade. And then we did start to trench out drain lines for the side yard so that we can get drains along this whole side yard. We also did add drains in the backyard so that when we do install all of our pavers, all of the pavers slope towards the drains in the backyard. After we do have all of our drains installed, the next thing we're going to be doing is bringing in base. So if you haven't seen the drain installation, that is in part 1. So I'll be leaving links so you guys can go back and check those out. So we got the 14 tons of base arriving. We're gonna dump it right here in the driveway, take it right to the back, and get it all loaded out. Hello? We need one of those, man. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah. That's like 200,000. That's a house on wheels.
120.
120?
Yeah, I put 20, 50, and 50. Let's go.
Oh shit. Yeah, I like it.
I like that idea.
That's a lot of base. That's a lot of base.
It's like the never-ending pile, bro. You keep shoveling and it doesn't ever seem to get smaller. It took me like 2 hours to unload all this.
Man, if we had a skid steer now, that'd be so nice.
We've done a whole bunch of trips. You gotta account for gas and your time.
Yeah,
yeah. More than 450.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about yesterday.
That's what I told Timmy too. Yeah, like this is the move for sure. And your wear on your tires.
Yeah, yep. Truck. Trailer. Yep.
Dude, I know. Your time is the most valuable. Actually, you're gonna spend like a whole day.
We're gonna knock out the base today.
Yeah. I mean, that's all we're gonna focus on.
It's a lot of freaking grading, dude. A lot of grading. So once the base was dropped, we started working on getting all the base to the backyard for our pavers. We have Tyler in the back with me trying to grade out everything, and then we have Enrique Jr., and Luis bringing all the base back. All right, you want to try to do a little bit of grading? See where we're at? I think we're gonna need more under there a little bit. Alright, so what me and Tyler just did is we set up string lines, high points in the middle of between the drains, high points all along the perimeter. You can see we got a big square box with all of our string lines, and then we cut a board 2 3/4 for paver and sand. We're just gonna rod it
all the base back just like it's concrete.
So what you see us doing right now is we're just rodding all of the base back right underneath the string line, just kissing the top of the string line with the top of our 2x4 so that all of our base is perfectly graded for the heights and depths of the sand and pavers. That's why this board is cut at 2 3/4. And because this backyard was so massive, there was a lot of base to bring to the back today.
Alrighty, me and the guys, they moved 17 tons of base today, and we got another 17 tons here. So, what do you think about this, man? Too much base for one day? Too much base for one day? It's only a little bit, huh? Dang. Well, my back's almost out. Watch this unit dump. Yeah, you don't want to bring this on the driveway because you know it'll crack it.
Alright, so we just got our second round of base dropped off, another 17 tons to move to the backyard, and this will be our final base run, thankfully, because Tyler's back was almost out and the guys were getting pretty tired, and so was I. My knees were killing me since I was doing a lot of the grading in the backyard. I was on my knees a lot, scraping that 2x4 against the ground to get our levels to the right height for the sand and the pavers. And so once we did have all of our base moved to the backyard, we're just going to be compacting that ground and moving sand to the back because pavers are going to be getting delivered tomorrow.
Alright, good morning everybody. Paver lane day. Paver guy is here dropping off all of our pavers. It's going to be a herringbone pattern. The style we went with was casita and manor color. So we got a lot of pallets of pavers here, about 16. A lot of pavers going in, and let's go check it out. I'll show you guys what we got going on. So we're gonna be using these electrical conduit pipes, 1/2 inch, to screed all of our sand. Alrighty, you go. Is that all of them?
That's it.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, appreciate it. Alright.
Well, that's where it was.
Hey, good morning. No Omar, huh?
He couldn't make it today.
Oh shit, okay.
New boots, huh?
Oh dude, I had to. My feet are killing me. Yeah. I got the Red Wings, man.
Oh, those are good.
Oh.
And they're kind of expensive. But
I had mine for 3 years before I switched them up.
imagine you'll be paying like if you buy like those not cheap, but just regular ones, you'll be getting like maybe once a year.
Yeah.
For 100 something.
Yeah, exactly. $250, but they last 3 years.
Not bad.
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
Not only that thing, I don't know, some of them, they got
last longer, some of them.
You can put like life warranty.
Yeah, lifetime warranty, yeah.
I
Exactly.
remember.
These ones are.
You can also take them and they'll wash them for you.
Yeah, they will. They wash them up.
yeah.
They'll replace the soles. To replace the soles, $100.
Not bad, you see? That's,
So-
that's the most important thing, they're salt.
Yeah,
'Cause it's-
yeah. My soles were demolished.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about taking my old ones back, just replace the soles and back up.
Yeah.
Back up.
Back up, yeah. That's right.
Okay, so this is the level.
Or where the chalk line's at.
Yep, that's the level.
Alright.
And then it's basically a 1/2 inch under the vinyl. Just a 1/2 inch. Because we wanted to hide the block wall.
No, nomás nomás de referencia.
Oh yeah, I was hoping he'd be able to come because man, we got there's a lot of pavers roaming.
Yeah.
We're gonna be busy.
Don't worry.
Yeah, we got
my brother, he
we got
not to-
Uncle Adrian.
The paver too.
Yeah, that's why I was like, Adrian, yeah, why don't you come on the paver day? Because he, you know, look at all the vinyl he did.
A lot of
Yeah. Oh, one thing too, Roman. See this shed or this concrete area? So we're gonna try to keep the pavers level right here on the edges, all around the edges level. But we'll have a little bit of slope towards the center. It's gonna be a jacuzzi spa that goes right in this spot. And then I think 3 inches above up from here. It should be 3 inches up from here, and that'll be our
So it's like a slab.
and it's not much slope actually right there. But yeah, because the jacuzzi slab is gonna be super heavy. So I was like, probably better to put the pavers right over the concrete.
Okay.
But I have it a 1/2 inch so we can play with it. We can put sand right over this area.
Yeah.
So everybody you were seeing right there is basically my paver laying team. That's Roman, his son Jose, and Adrian, Roman's brother. So they're a full family team, pretty much just like how me and my family are. We're a whole family business. So that's another reason why I like using these guys. Not only that, they're extremely detailed when they are laying out pavers, and they double check and really cross-reference every particular thing whenever they're on a job site with me, and that's what I love about them. So that's why I always bring out these guys to help me lay pavers.
Okay, we're getting our screed pipes set up right now. Adrian's working on getting them perfect. We got our string lines on the outside. Basically what we want from the screed pipes to our string line is 2 1/4, and that is exactly the same size of our pavers. So that's what Adrian's doing right now. He's getting this area all set up.
See, because the pavers is 2.3/8, so we need like 2 and 1/4 minus, because we need 1/4 of tolerance when we compact it.
Yeah,
so
see, exactly. When you compact, it's gonna go down.
it's gonna go down. Always gonna go down. When you compact, it's gonna
So
go down.
2 inches is actually better, huh?
2 inches have to better, because you know you have more
More wiggle room, right?
yeah.
Because once it goes down,
Yeah.
it's gonna give you that extra depth.
Yeah, because when you compact it, it's gonna go down 1/4 inch or 3/8.
Yeah, right
and
around
then
there.
you're gonna be right on your
Yep.
finish level.
Yep, exactly. So that's what Adrian's doing right now. He's just getting us set up on the edges. And then I'm bringing all the pavers right now for these guys. So once they rod or screed out these areas, we're gonna be ready to start laying the pavers. And then here's our pavers. We're just talking to the homeowners. We're showing them what it looks like 45 and what a 90 degree would look like. This is 45, but we did have it earlier turned on a 90 degree. I actually got a picture I'll show you guys. They ended up choosing to go with a 90 degree. Let's see. So I don't know if you guys can see that. That's the 90 degree look, and that's the 45. I don't know. You guys let me know which one would you have chosen. They decided to go for the 90 though, so we're going for the 90 degree herringbone pattern.
Like screeding cement.
Yeah.
Same process.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. You know, I bet you guys would make great concrete finishers.
I done concrete before in the company.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys you do concrete work too.
Yeah.
You guys would do great.
I used to rake a lot of cement with the company.
You said what?
I raked a lot of cement.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Setting the high point up, huh?
Yep.
Right between the drains to the next stockade. That's one pallet right there.
Yeah.
That's one whole pallet. You know, you guys tie your string lines a lot different than I do it.
Yeah, you guys tie them up like my uncle does for like the cement.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's much faster, I know.
But this way, these string lines, they never come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way I was taught, you know. Do a loop around once and then pull it real fast.
Yeah.
Let's watch Jose's technique. Are you gonna do the loop or are you gonna tie? Oh yeah, you do. See, that's how I do it.
Yeah, just like the cement people.
Yep.
Just like that.
And if I want it real tight, I'll just do another loop and then it never comes down.
Yeah. Twice.
Yep. Yep. Just throwing a loop right there and boom, it's there.
Can you just put that down?
So he's matching right now our outside border level, and that is our high point basically. So high point is running level because we want a high point at that post. We want our high point right there because we want half the slope going back towards the drain right there where they're almost at right now. Right there. And then the other half to go back that way to that drain.
So now that we have this area all laid out with our masonry sand, what we're doing is we established a square off of the house. So basically we ran a straight string line parallel with the house from the very back of the vinyl fence to the other front side of the vinyl fence. So basically there's a parallel line running the whole length of the house. The next thing we did was we ran another string line perpendicular with the house so that we can get a square established. And then that's when we started laying out the pavers from that point on. We didn't lay too many this day though, because it was basically the end of the day, but the next day we will be laying a whole bunch of pavers.
Alright, second day of laying the pavers. We just got the site. We got a little bit of the pavers laid out. We're mainly focusing on all the base prep and putting the sand in. We got a lot of the sand in though, so we're gonna get the whole patio cover area all set today, where the patio cover posts are. Should be able to get that no problem. Hopefully we get more, but there's supposed to be rain in the forecast again, unfortunately, so we really don't want to lay too much of the sand out and risk it being washed away and our just levels being messed up and then having to redo all the grade and setup for the sand. So we're gonna just try to focus on laying out one area, and depending on how far we get and if the weather changes at all, we'll decide if we want to move further into other sections for laying more pavers and setting up the sand and all that. But it's a risk, because then if it rains, we come back, our sand is going to be messed up, and then we're going to have to regrade it all. So we'll see where the day entails. But let's go over there, check out the guys, and see what the game plan will be. So here's where we got yesterday. Wasn't wearing much of the head cam yesterday, but this is what we're looking at.
We're doing the herringbone pattern, set on a 90 degree off the house. It's looking really nice. Looking very, very nice. Basically, while my main man Roman is laying out these pavers, me, Shane, and possibly his son, Roman's son, are gonna be bringing pavers back here. And Roman and his brother are gonna be laying these out for us. Let's start bringing pavers, Shane.
Yeah.
Get ahead of these guys, huh? Actually, you know what, dude? We should stretch. We should stretch. It's good for your body. I'm serious. Do you get back pain at all, Shane, or no?
Yeah, dude. My lower left part.
Yeah, exactly. You should stretch. You stretch at all?
Honestly, when we used to work out, I should stretch more. I'm not actually a stretcher. Yeah, I should stretch.
We should stretch a little before we start working. Do like a little 10-minute stretch sesh. I don't know about you, but I've been having terrible back pain. So I need to stretch it out for a little bit.
Like this.
You stretch these hammies out. Get your quads loose. I would think you would be a very good stretcher because of all the MMA you did.
Well, younger. I don't know.
This is a good stretch right here too.
Soul stretch.
Put your leg out like this. Stretch out your hip bones. Get your hips nice and loose.
Yeah.
I'm serious, dude. This really helps your lower back, so you won't have lower back pain. I think I'm playing around. I'm not. Oh man.
I only weigh like 140 pounds.
Oh, this feels great. You want me to stretch you out next?
No, I'm good.
Wait, keep going.
Go.
Yeah, keep pulling.
This is what he pays me for.
Need it, dude, need it. Oh man. So that was a little morning stretch routine right there. I used to never stretch before working, but after doing this for about 10 years now, my back has been really feeling it, and stretching has been helping a lot. So I definitely recommend start stretching early on. Try to avoid that back pain. Moving 12 pallets. Just me and that guy right there. It's tiring. Look at this sweat. Whew. Workout right here. Alright, we've gotten this far with 5 guys. Pretty dang far. I think we killed 7 pallets today, so not bad, not bad. We're it's about lunchtime though, so we're gonna go take lunch, and after lunch we're just well, we're probably gonna keep continuing around, finishing up the borders. Once we're doing the borders, we're gonna start getting our grades set over here, and that's why we're stacking all the pavers right here, so we can work our way out that way. Yeah, it's coming together, it's coming together.
So for the rest of the day, all we did was finish up around the borders of the vinyl fence in the house and pretty much called it a day from there.
Alright guys, it is the second day of us laying out pavers. About almost 7 in the morning, all the guys are here. Probably just gonna get set up and ready to start laying out more pavers today, huh? I'm gonna probably do a little bit of stretching too again, save my back, because I know we're probably gonna have to move more pavers today. Morning. So we compacted all the ground before we left yesterday, just so that this stuff is nice and tight. We got one of our screeding rails set up, and we're gonna set the next one up right at our next high point. So our next string line across this area, we're gonna screed out these areas. We got a lot of our pavers already ready to go, so once the sand is filled out this area, we're gonna work our way out towards this area. The reason why we put all the pavers over there as well is because basically as we do the sand, we can't get the pavers from the front to this area because we'll mess up our grade or our screed. So we put them all there so we can work out this way. Let's see how our slope is looking, huh, Shane? We haven't even checked the slope. That's how confident I am that everything's sloping perfect. So this is a high point basically in this middle area. So let's just throw this like that. Oh yeah, look at that, 2%. That's freaking beautiful. All right, let's check out this. Now this is the furthest point. More like 1% right there, but it is sloping. Let's check this spot out, see how it's looking here. 1 1/4. That's still nice. Yeah, about 1 1/4. I don't know if everyone can even see on my head what the bubble's showing, but I promise you guys, it's sloping.
So since we moved so many of the paver pallets yesterday, all we're going to be doing is getting our grade established with the sand right now. We're going to be placing our screeding rails down and then just screeding the sand back. And then we're going to work our way from the laid paver area out to the front.
Okay, so what Roman and Adrian are doing right now is they're pulling a string line from what we have existing, our existing pavers, making sure that string line is nice and straight with our pavers, the line created as we were laying out our pavers. As long as that line is straight, we're basically just gonna lay pavers right off of that string line, and it'll keep us square with the house, since all those pavers over there are already square with the house.
Ahí está. Ahí está, hermano. Si quieres verificar, verificamos nada más.
Now, what Roman and Adrian are doing right here is they're measuring off the house, making sure that he, Adrian, and Roman over there have the same measurement.
39.
This house, it's a little bit off.
Boat or something?
See,
39, 3
check this
octavos.
out. How the house is smelling.
Oh wow.
You see that?
Dude, it kicks out way hard over
Yeah,
there.
yeah, you see that?
And it kicks in right here.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know if you guys could see this on YouTube, but this wall is not straight.
You can see like right here, if you stand where I'm standing at the gate, look at the door, how like it kicks.
Yeah, you can. So basically, over at the door it bulges out, and over here it kicks in.
Yeah.
That is weird. What was the measure? What was the difference?
2 inches difference.
Wow.
From here, because he has 39
Right.
3/4 and I got 37 right here.
Right.
¿Cuánto tienes allá?
So that's unfortunate, guys. So because the house is a little unsquare, and because of the bulging of the house, I don't know if it's a stucco job or if it was the framing, or over time the walls just warped a little bit. But there's basically a 2-inch difference from this corner to the other end. You're not going to be able to really tell though, because like we were saying, that water heater right there is blocking the view of being able to look straight down and see that the lines start to curve or anything like that. I mean, our lines are going to be nice and straight, but when it comes to like right here is like when you're going to start seeing some cuts, some small cuts to fix the unsquareness. But there's really nothing we can do about that unless we were to fix this whole wall or framing.
So we're basically getting down to the last half of this backyard patio we're going to be laying. And the way we're laying is we're going to be going off that string line like I was showing you guys from the beginning. Basically, Roman is taking the lead, making sure that he's dead straight with that string line we pulled. And then the rest of us are going off to the side, following that straight line that we established. And as long as Roman stays ahead of all of us as we're building out the sides, this paver patio will be nice, square, and straight.
Were you even sore when you woke up this morning?
My back hurt. That's about it.
I was actually more aching last night. I got a little bit of sleep and I felt better, but I'm still sore.
I was more like
You're like dead.
I was more just like in pain. Yeah, my back. That's about it.
I can barely flinch.
You just keep it at an angle the whole time.
Yeah,
Helps keep everything nice and square, huh?
yeah, because it's like
If you were to just kind of work out like that, it'd be off the
this is the
herringbone.
pattern. This is the pattern because you're going. See how I'm going
Yep.
up and then I'll come down.
Right.
So we're basically all wrapped up with laying the pavers in the backyard. We still have the side yard to lay, but for right now what we're going to be doing is just pre-compacting all the pavers, and we do put a little carpet mattress underneath our compactor to help not scratch any of the pavers as we are compacting. The next thing you see us doing right now is we're just going to be laying out the sand. It's that polymeric sand that helps lock all the pavers together. And then you can see we also did tape all of our drains so that none of that sand goes down into the drains. And then we're just going to be spreading the sand across all the pavers and then compacting the pavers again to help all of the sand fall into the little nooks and crannies of the pavers. Very important that you wear a mask during this process because this stuff is not good to be breathing in. And there's the carpet that we have on our compactor to, like I said, help again with not scratching any of the pavers. But after this point, that basically wraps up the final step in the paver installation process. The last thing you're going to have to do is just kind of sweep up any extra sand that you may have and use a blower to blow some of it away, or bag the rest up, save it for the next job. That's typically what we like to do. After we do blow most of all of the sand off and bag up all the big piles that we did sweep up, we spray all of the paver down, just a nice light mist to solidify all of the polymeric sand within the pavers. And then the last thing we did do was the side yard. I couldn't really get a whole lot of film or footage on the side yard just because how tight this area was. But basically the same steps we did for the backyard, we did for the side yard. Side yards are always just a little tough and tricky to work on though, just because of the access to them. But anyways, that basically wraps up this paver patio installation. I hope you guys did enjoy the video and the build series. Make sure, if you guys haven't seen the rest of the series, go back and check those out. It's a 4-part build series. Also, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. And stay tuned for more Odell Complete Concrete videos. Alright guys, have a good one. Alright guys, so here's a couple months after we're back on this project. Just wanted to kind of show you guys a little summary of how everything was looking after a little while. The homeowners have settled in. We got the patio cover up. They got their pool in. Everything's looking really nice out here. Much better now that we dropped the levels of everything over here and put drains in. No more flooding issues over there. But yeah, this backyard is completely gutted and remodeled.